Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Verdelli. Thank you for joining us. The time has come for the redevelopment of Wheaton, which envisions the future of a walkable community. And to get the feeling of the upcoming changes in that part of town, County Executive Ike Leggett led a walking tour of the Wheaton Urban District.
County Executive Ike Leggett led a recent walking tour of Wheaton. The county has officially issued a request for proposals to select a developer that will transform Wheaton's downtown into a walkable community.
Well, I want mixed-use development here in Wheaton, but I also want it to be a walker community, a community whereby the community is very much involved in what happens. If we can't get that involvement, we can't get that participation, simply having new buildings without community input and without community involvement would not be successful.
The long-awaited redevelopment of Wheaton will include the construction of new headquarters for the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, mixed-use development, and a town square similar to the one in Rockville. And at the forefront, providing accessible public transportation to future residents.
One of the key issues that we look at when we think about affordability is transportation costs, and Wheaton is blessed with being right on top of a metro and at the juncture of many busy bus lines and potentially future bus rapid transit lines. When families don't have to own two cars or even any car at all, it cuts down on their transportation costs by a lot.
I think that Wheaton is a place where a lot of people have called home because it has been affordable. So I think that we do have that element, and I don't believe that that's going to be altered in any way. What I see is an opportunity to bring perhaps some additional housing, not on a large scale, but additional housing that will speak to perhaps the young professional or maybe the couple who is willing and ready to downsize and want to live near metro. And so the county already has specific percentages for affordable housing, but I think that the focus really is on the amenities, and it's really to create a destination spot.
While redevelopment takes place in Wheaton, assistance will be provided to businesses in the area to guarantee that they can continue daily operations while awaiting for the improvements.
Thankfully, Councilmember Navarro put together a bill that is going to help the small businesses with what is called the Small Impact Assistance Fund, and that is to help them offset some of the costs that they would have in losing some revenue potentially. We don't know what that's going to be.
For County Report This Week, I'm Michael Bruin.
The town of Clarksburg is Montgomery County's last master planned development along the I-270 corridor. The evolution of this community has had its share of disappointments. But as Susan Kennedy reports, the future of Clarksburg is looking much brighter.
Lorna, for several years, this was the only strip of retail that existed in Clarksburg. But now, thanks to the work of some residents and County Council member Craig Rice, that's changing.
Well, it's really exciting to see some of the new developments that are coming up throughout Clarksburg, the residential developments. But it's also really exciting to see what's happening on the commercial and retail side. And I'm standing here right in front of Bennigan's here in Clarksburg that opened just a few short months ago. That is the first sit-down restaurant here in Clarksburg. So it's a great progression for us. It's great to see that we're having new and exciting things that are coming here, and it's just really a sign of more things to come.
A Harris Teeter grocery store is now under construction in Clarksburg Village. The retail center, which is located off Snowden Farm Parkway, will also house several other small retailers. A second grocery store is also planned for the Clarksburg Town Center site, which is still in the design phase. The new model for the center will include retail, residential, and government buildings.
The only challenge is that it's not exactly what the community signed off on some years ago, so it will require working with the community to make sure that there's buy-in about this new vision.
Right now, the Planning Board is working to resolve issues surrounding future development near the 10 Mile Creek watershed. Development in Clarksburg has occurred through a staging plan that balances development with infrastructure. That plan called for environmental monitoring in the watershed before allowing development to proceed.
You know, there's certainly the environmental aspect that's firmly planted and rooted here in Clarksburg. We want to make sure that that continues. But at the same time, we also have to foster development and make sure that we're supporting the development that has been approved through our master plan. And so I think that the key for us is to achieve that balance, working with the planning board, working with the community, and working with developers to come up with a plan that represents protecting our environment, but also delivering on the expectations that our Clarksburg residents had when they decided to move here.
Planners are scheduled to deliver their recommendations on 10 Mile Creek sometime this fall. In Clarksburg, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
There is a program that is helping qualifying working families who file income tax returns to make ends meet in Montgomery County. Julie Rios Little reports from Rockville.
Almost $1 million were added to the Working Family Income Supplement for the 2014 fiscal year. 3 council members who work on this bill tell us more about it.
The Working Families Income Supplement is one of the most effective ways to address poverty at a minimal cost to the government.
It's reducing the tax burden for working poor so that they can use that money for car payments or rent or food or, you know, whatever it is that they are having trouble with at that time.
You've got, you know, the poorest people in your community are out there working, not seeing much improvement in income. You've got their costs going up. We still have inflation. We still have the, you know, the issue of the rising rents, and it just becomes harder and harder for those people to stay here.
To qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit, you need to check the maximum amount of income allowed for your case. This varies depending on the number of qualifying children and if you are filing jointly.
Here in Montgomery County, we estimate that about 36,000 working people will benefit from this program.
The Working Family Income Supplement, we basically help low-income people that makes below 50,000, help them file their taxes, and the most important thing is to be able to get them earned income credits for low-income people with children. So we definitely work with different communities, Africans, Spanish community.
We also do provide services after the tax season ends, so people can make, they can call us and make an appointment from the middle of June through really the end of October, or they can call our number directly, 240-777-1123, and we'll schedule them.
Julie Rios Little, Montgomery County.
Thousands of small business owners have their headquarters in Montgomery County. County officials say they are the core that drives the local economy. To honor these businesses, the county's Department of Economic Development hosted a Small Business Awards luncheon.
The success of small business owners was center stage at an awards luncheon in Bethesda. With over 30,000 of them in Montgomery County, the county executive says they are the heart of the local economy.
Although this is a special event to celebrate local small businesses, be assured that supporting small businesses is one of the top priorities of our government.
Leggett was among hundreds who honored 8 business owners at the first Small Business Awards luncheon. Tammy Darvish is the vice president of Dar Cars Automotive Group and led the honor in her keynote speech.
Small business is very important right here in the county. You know, 33,000 small businesses that are registered, and they are as equally, if not more important than the large corporations that, you know, may set up headquarters here.
From the local chocolatier to innovations in healthcare, the Small Business Awards ceremony shows just how important local business ownership is to the economy of Montgomery County. Eric Reed and his wife won Small Business of the Year for their chocolate making company, Spangvola.
We've been in business for 2.5 years, but this has been in the making for the last 10 years. We didn't know we were going to be chocolate makers. I mean, we always say that it was inspired by God, and basically the cocoa tree called us.
Cha Mei Tang won Bioscience Company of the Year for Creative Microtech. Tang works with cancer patients to find a treatment that works best for their bodies.
I think it's wonderful that we can have new diagnostics to help people in a personal basis that is individualized and not just for broad population, because the drugs are very individual.
This awards luncheon is what organizers say is a small way to say thank you to businesses who help push Montgomery County's economy towards success. For County Report This Week, I'm Tamika Smith.
When we come back, the county is taking action against elder abuse. And hundreds of residents participate in the Relay for Life of Rockville and raise thousands of dollars. Stay tuned.
This summer, dig up some fun. Dig into reading. Who knows what you'll find? Explore with books and make the light shine. If you dig deep and are very clever, you'll find adventure and buried treasure. Watch the past unfold as stories are told. When you discover books, your imagination explodes. There's an amazing world right under your feet. Uncover the secret to make your summer complete. Visit your library and dig into reading.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Elder abuse is a sad reality, and the county recognizes Elder Abuse Awareness Day with an event to provide information on this issue faced by seniors. 1 in 10 seniors will be abused in their senior years. With the elder population spiking in Montgomery County, officials want to make sure that family and caregivers are aware of resources to prevent abuse, neglect, and exploitation.
This is open to seniors, to their caregivers, to family members, to professionals. There will be an opportunity for social workers to receive free continuing education units, and that's something that's important to them as they progress in their careers. So this is for the seniors themselves and those who live and work and care for them.
The county will host its annual elder event in conjunction with World Elder Abuse Awareness Week, with the goal to help seniors reduce their vulnerability to abuse.
Physical abuse can also include restraining a senior citizen or providing drugs that are unnecessary. The emotional abuse can go from the high of screaming, yelling at a senior, berating them, humiliating them, to the other side of neglecting them and not doing anything for them.
Aside from the physical and emotional abuse, there is also financial scams targeting seniors. During the one-day event, participants will find out about these kinds of abuse and how to recognize them.
There'll be exhibits there from hospitals, from banks, from the county's ombudsman. There are just so many resources in Montgomery County that are in place already to serve seniors, and we want to make sure that the seniors themselves and their caregivers are aware of them.
The elder event will take place on Wednesday, June 12, from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Silver Spring Civic Center. In the case that residents may need to report a case of elder abuse, contact Adult Protective Services at 240-777-3000. Now we get a police update from Captain Jim Daly, who is going to bring us information about future upcoming hiring and recruiting by the police department. Captain Daly?
Thank you. We're pleased to announce that we're now accepting applications for the police officer candidate class that will begin in early 2014. The Training Academy is a 26-week program that's followed by 14 weeks of field training. We had originally anticipated accepting applications later this summer, but we have opened up the application process effective June 1st.
Where can candidates apply for these positions, and what is the size of the upcoming class?
We anticipate that the class will be between 70 and 80 candidates. You can get information on the hiring process and qualifications and benefits at our website, www.mymcpnews.com. The initial application can be submitted online.
Thank you, Captain Daly, for that update. Coping with the loss of a family member from cancer can be very difficult, but a local organization is working on making it a bit easier. Relay for Life of Rockville celebrates 18 years of helping people get over grief by walking it out. About 200 family and friends attended this year's event at Tilden Middle School to raise money.
This event is all about fighting all cancers, so not just one specific cancer, but every cancer. That's why we're here today. We celebrate our survivors. We remember the people that we've lost to cancer.
This event is one of many hosted by the American Cancer Society to raise money for cure. Relay for Life of Rockville has raised about $60,000 toward their goal of $85,000 this year. When we come back, the MCPS 2013 class graduates and we'll take you to some of the ceremonies. And the county's Department of Recreation receives a prestigious award. We'll be right back.
You can never know which pool safety step will save a life. Until it does. No matter how safe you feel, adding multiple safety steps can mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
History comes alive during Heritage Days weekend, June 29th and 30th. Discover Montgomery County's historical treasures during this free countywide event. The two-day festival offers visitors an opportunity to sample numerous sites representing the history, cultural, and natural beauty of Montgomery County. So join us for Heritage Days, June 29th and 30th from noon to 4 p.m. For more information, call 301-515-0753 or go to heritagemontgomery.org.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. As we near the end of another school year, we also say farewell to another class of graduates. MCPS class of 2013 donned their caps and gowns as proud family and friends took it all in. Montgomery County Public Schools has a story.
The 2013 graduation season is in full swing. More than 10,000 MCPS students will walk across the stage to receive their diplomas during 32 ceremonies.
Sergio Dumiel Arispe.
Commencements began on May 24th and will continue until June 12th. Most of the graduations are taking place at DAR Constitution Hall in downtown Washington, D.C., but Damascus High School continued its tradition of holding its commencement on the school's football field.
We had such an amazing staff here, and they were so sweet to us, and they were so comforting, and they helped me through everything that I needed, like even personal problems, like they're always there for me.
I'm very excited to graduate, and I'm going to miss a lot of my friends. So.
Yeah, I'm proud that I just always put a new goal in front of me and just kept going.
Every teacher that I've ever had was nice and helpful and everything. I'm really going to miss Damascus.
Parents of the graduates are filled with excitement and best wishes for their children as they begin the next chapter of their lives.
You live your life to the fullest. You do your best to make a difference in the world.
For Damascus Principal Robert Demerg, this year's ceremony was particularly special, as it was his last one as the head of the school. He's retiring at the end of the school year after 40 years in education.
It's been an exciting time. I've enjoyed myself. The community here has been very supportive. The kids have been wonderful. The staff has been great. I will miss it.
The MCPS class of 2013 has a lot to be proud of. So far, this graduating class has earned more than $288 million in scholarships, an all-time record for the district.
We wish all the graduates the best in their future endeavors. 5 transfer students from Montgomery College graduated this year from one of the most prestigious women's colleges in the country, ending one amazing journey and beginning just another. Danielle Steksky has the details.
They all started their academic journey as non-traditional students.
thriving in the Renaissance Scholars Honors Program at Montgomery College. Then they transferred to Smith College, one of the most prestigious liberal arts colleges in the country, and are now Smith College graduates. Susan Wu is the first person in her family to graduate from college.
It's important for me and my family. I think being a role model for my brothers and just making my parents proud.
Jenna Burke, a former Montgomery College Board of Trustees scholar, is graduating in December, summa cum laude. She talks about how Montgomery College helped her to transition to another college environment.
I was highly encouraged and helped and coached by Dean Nick and Professor Loth, who helped me with everything from the essays to preparing my statements to just getting the confidence to apply for Smith.
When it comes time for a student to choose to enroll in an honors program, graduate Galia Meranova has some sage advice.
The honors program is much better than any regular class at Montgomery College because professors are much more dedicated. Although it's, of course, a little bit more work for you to do outside of the classes, it's worth it at the end.
And what does graduate Linnea Ogoti miss most about MC?
I miss the students, the diversity.
Former coordinator of the Renaissance Scholars Honors Program, Professor John Nake, felt it was important to come to Massachusetts to celebrate this exciting day in the life of these 5 students.
Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot believe that all 5 students are Renaissance Scholars, were Renaissance Scholars at Montgomery College. I can see when we came up here the transformation of each and every one of the 5 students. It's exhilarating and exciting.
Although Montgomery College has regularly sent 1 or 2 students to Smith College each year, it's a tribute to the Renaissance Scholars Honors Program at Montgomery College that 5 students are graduating from Smith College this year of 2013. From Country Report this week in Northampton, Massachusetts, I'm Danielle Wistesky.
Montgomery County Recreation and Montgomery Parks received the Project Excellence Award for their Vision 2030 strategic plan. The prestigious award recognizes outstanding accomplishments in the field of outdoor recreation research, planning, management, and policy.
The Vision 2030 plan was a collaborative effort. We did a lot of outreach with the community to ask, what are your preferences moving forward in regards to facilities, in regards to recreational programs, in regards to natural resources. And we asked the community, what is your preference? And what would you like to see in 2030? So as we move forward, there will be a lot of effort on the facilities and the locations that best serve our community.
The Vision 2030 strategic plan balances high-quality recreation and leisure services, activities, facilities, and stewardship of natural resources while promoting healthier lifestyles. When we come back, county techies meet with government officials to create an interesting app.
I'm Rockville 11's Jennifer Liggsay. A Fallsmead Elementary School student served as mayor of Rockville for a day. We'll tell you more when County Report This Week continues.
There's still time to register for summer session and fall semester classes at Montgomery College. Register in person at any of our 3 campuses or online anytime, 24 hours a day. The MC Libraries received a grant from the American Library Association and the National Endowment for the Humanities to host Let's Talk About It, Muslim Journeys, a 5-part reading and discussion series. The series will take place on the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus during the spring 2014 semester. MC received a $10,000 grant from the Phase Foundation to support the engineering program. The grant will be used to fund efforts to recruit new students, support current students working on special projects, and to begin establishing the Phase Foundation Endowed Engineering Scholarship.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. An annual essay contest prompted fourth grade students across the state to explore and write about their vision for the future if they were the mayor of their city. The city of Rockville selected a winner who got the chance to be the mayor for a day. Our Jennifer Lixey has more. Jennifer?
That's right, it was a busy schedule lined up for Rockville's Lil Mayor Young Ah Kim, who had the opportunity to go behind the scenes at City Hall.
I really enjoyed seeing the mayor's office because it's really big.
Young Ah earned her position as mayor for a day from entering the Maryland Municipal League's If I Were Mayor essay contest.
I actually thought that I should just write it for fun because I really like to write, but I just really thought it'd be really fun. So when I wrote it and then I got it and then I won.
Young Ah's day as mayor kicked off in City Hall, where she saw the ins and outs of what it takes to carry out the plans she wrote about in her award-winning essay.
I wrote that I would like to make Rockville come together more closer, and in case I ran out of ideas, all the mayors in Maryland could come together and we could discuss what we could do to make Maryland a better place.
Her essay also focused on the importance of citizen involvement with her proposal of new community events.
A supporting day where we can encourage people to keep Rockville like really green and healthy, and to have a Rockville cookout, so because kids like it and adults, and they could bond.
One of the highlights of the day was stopping by the Department of Public Works Equipment Show, where Young Ah had her very own street sign made in her honor. This Mayor for a Day winner, along with other participants in the contest, will be recognized at an upcoming Mayor and Council meeting in June. For County Report this week, I'm Jennifer Lixey.
Montgomery County wants to hack towards civic improvement. It's called Civic Hacking, a day when officials pitch their issues to residents and answers come from the community. During the county's first hackathon, about 50 people attended. Officials put 5 issues on the table.
One of them is related to 311. So MC311 is our service request system. We publish data related to service requests, to tickets that folks have put into the system. So we're going to talk about how we can better inform people about what's going on in their neighborhood.
Other issues include connecting excess food to shelters and building an app for environmental resources in the county. This event was one of about 95 held to pick the minds of techies, entrepreneurs, and activists around the country. This is a very active cat with a funny name. Still, he needs a home. And here's Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society. Kathy?
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And we are here with a very handsome dude today. This is Starfish. He's a white and orange tabby. He's just a sweetheart. He's just 9 months old, so he's still a kitten. And he doesn't really like being in the cage here, but he is playful. He loves to sit in the laps. He loves everyone he meets. And he really, really loves chasing laser pointers and chasing the little furry mice that we have around here that he can play with. He wants to go home with you. Please come down to the shelter. Come meet Starfish and all the other cats. Remember, it's kitten season now. We are being inundated with litters of kittens and puppies. So please remember to spay and neuter any pet you have in your ownership now. And if you adopt anybody, please have them spayed and neutered. All of our animals here now are spayed and neutered upon adoption. But if you get an animal from any place else, please remember, have them spayed and neutered, because the kittens and the puppies are just too much for the shelters all over the country to handle. And also, you can become a foster parent very easily. Just contact us at the web at mchumane.org or give us a call at 240-773-5967. We need your help, and we definitely need you to come down here and adopt Starfish, because he'd love to go home with you.
We have some celebrating news to share with you today. County Report this week. This show was recently awarded the 2013 Hometown Media Awards for the Best of News. The Alliance for Community Media received hundreds of entries, and we're proud to say that we were the winners. Many thanks to the entire County Report This Week staff that works so hard year-round to bring you all of the news and information from Montgomery County. And we want to thank you, our viewers, for your continued support. And on that note, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember that we want to hear from you, and we invite you to join the Opinion Forum at engage.montgomerycountymd.gov. We also would like for you to like us on Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.